Hello everyone again, this is Sam. This is my some CD recent pickups that I've got over the last month. I'm just now finished recording a video about colored vinyl, so check that one out on my channel if you like colored vinyl. If you're just interested in some more unique music, just a variety, I've got a few things that you might be interested in. Uh, I'm sorry, I've got things scattered all over the place. I'm recording this in my living room so I can get a little bit better light. But I'm going to start with a couple things I've already talked about, so I'm not even going to go into it. First, obviously, is the new box set of All Things Must Pass by George Harrison. This is the 5 CD Blu-ray box set, so check that out if you don't have it. I'm liking what I've heard so far. I've listened to just the main album. I haven't gotten into the demos, but I'm liking it so far. And this is the other box set that I have and that I've shown in another video I've done with Glenn Kellaway from The Basement. Check his channel out. This is called Everybody Still Digs Bill Evans. And Bill Evans, of course, is a really, really, really good jazz pianist. This is 5 discs of, it's a compilation, but the 5th disc is never before released live material. And this was fairly cheap. This was like $50. And it's a really cool, like a suede feeling set. And you can see it's, a booklet, all sorts of good stuff in there. So, if you like jazz, check that out. It's been really good. Alrighty, next I've got Exit Wounds by the Wallflowers. This has been on repeat in my car. Jacob Dylan of Bob Dylan's, he's Bob Dylan's son. It's his group, really cool stuff. Exit Wounds by the Wallflowers, check it out. Next is an album I've heard bits and pieces of for the last 2 years. Finally picked it up for a really good price on Amazon. It was less than $10. This is Country Squire by Tyler Childers. Tyler Childers, he opened for John Prine on a tour or two, and he's kind of like the new face of modern outlaw country. Really good stuff. He's not mainstream. I mean, he's become mainstream, but his stuff isn't mainstream. It's not, Jason Aldean and Florida Georgia Line and all that junk. So he's very good. He's very true to himself. I believe he's from Kentucky. So he's got good stuff. And that whole album flows one song after the other. So check out Country Squire by Tyler Childers. Next, I haven't dug into this yet. I've actually had it a few weeks. This is the 2019 box of Arthur by the Kinks. And you can see it's still in the shrink. This is the 2-disc set. And I know my friend Matt Street is a big Kinks fan. I want to know if he has this, but of course it's got the original album in stereo, 2019 remastered, some bonus tracks on both discs, and then also it's called The Great Lost Dave Davies Album. So it's another album essentially on disc 2 of lost Dave Davies material. Alright, and I just did a review on this, so I'm not going to talk about it too much. Sob Rock by John Mayer, it's his newest album. Check it out, very good. I've listened to it probably a dozen times, and I'm not sick of it yet. Next is The Rose of England by Nick Lowe. I found this in Barnes & Noble, and this is Nick Lowe in his cowboy outfit. So good. It's power pop. It's like country English pop. He's got some good covers on here. He's got Elvis Costello, Dave Edmunds tunes. On the song I Knew the Bride when she used to rock and roll. Huey Lewis and the News back him up on it, so it's pretty cool. And I think this was produced by Huey Lewis, so that's a really good album. That's been nonstop for me as well. I've got a couple of Jackson Browne releases. First is the remastering from 2019 of Running on Empty. I've been playing this one constantly. I'm actually seeing Jackson Browne with James Taylor later this week. I will probably talk about it later on, so I'm really loving this. Sounds great. Next is his newest album, just came out a couple weeks ago, called Downhill from Everywhere. The big single off this was My Cleveland Heart, which is really, really good. Check it out. Great songs on here. A Human Touch, Minutes to Downtown, Downhill from Everywhere. Still Looking for Something. Really good stuff. Jackson Browne, man. What a songwriter. There he is, looking all cool at the pier with his beard. So check that out. A couple of Miles Davis releases. This is at the $5 bin at my record store. This is his take on George Gershwin's Porgy and Bess, of course, the big Broadway show. Really cool. I've heard a couple of tracks on it. He has a really good version of Summertime on there, so check that out. Also, I got from the Dollar Bin Steamin' with the Miles Davis Quintet. Really cool. He does a version of Surrey with a Fringe on Top. He has players like John Coltrane, Red Garland, Paul Chambers, and Philly Joe Johns on here. This is pre Kind of Blue, 1956. So, yeah, Steamin' with the Miles Davis Quintet. Great supper listening in the evening. And then finally, also in the bargain bin, CD copy of In Spite of Ourselves by John Prine. Of course, this is essentially a duets album that he did with a lot of his favorite country female singers. They do a lot of classic old country songs like So Sad to Watch Good Love Gone Bad with Connie Smith. He does, let's see, It's a Cheating Situation with Dolores Keane. Till a Tear Becomes a Rose with his wife Fiona. Let's see, We Must Have Been Out of Our Minds with Melba Montgomery. And he also does the one original with Iris DeMent, In Spite of Ourselves, which is in my top 10 favorite John Prine songs. So, I don't think I missed anything. That's all I've got in the past few months. I'm trying to, from now on, trying to hold back a little bit on what I'm purchasing. I have another box set coming shortly, and a couple things that I pre-ordered months ago. But in terms of like new purchases, I'm going to try to back it up a little bit. But let me know if you like any of that stuff, and I will talk to you all soon. Take care.